Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Tune-Up. I'm here with my girl Jessica Schatz of The Core Expert and Tessie, my girl, my right-hand person, my friend who does everything. So Jessica is going to lead us into some beautiful, soft, gentle movements.
Guided specifically for loving movement, loving your body, listening to your body, and with some specifics for women who have been through any kind of breast surgery and women who have some side effects or want to address some of the things that happen with treatment that are uncomfortable and that can sometimes be a bit disarming. So we want to get back into the natural movement of our body. Our bodies, women's bodies, naturally want to move with flow. That is how we are created. That is how we come out. We're like water. We want to flow. And what happens to us, whether it's through treatments or through some kind of tension or life tension or stress besides what we're talking about with breast cancer, we hold everything because we are in charge of doing everything for everybody, right? So we have to hold ourselves together, and that literally is your body responds to those things. Our physiology holds all those things in us. So we just want to open up and move and remind our bodies of how good they can feel and how beautiful and amazing they are. And we're just going to do that gently. And
I'm really looking forward to that because I've had a mastectomy, and I'm almost 8 years out. So I continue to struggle with push-ups and planks. I have a lot of cording, although I've done a lot of PT and like massaging, scar tissue. So I think women that have gone through reconstructive surgery and have had a double mastectomy or even a lumpectomy, I think you will find this to be very helpful and resourceful as you move along on your journey. But the beautiful thing is what she's about to guide us through, you can do it anytime, anywhere. You don't have to be in leggings. As you can see, Tessie's comfortable in t-shirt and jeans.
She's going to sit on
at the office. We're just going to kind of move our body and really just lean into everything. So I'm really looking forward to this.
And I'm really glad you said that because I just want to your point, we do lose a lot of strength and core strength and upper body strength. What's really important to do first before we rebuild that strength is refine our mobility.
Yes.
Refine the motion that our body naturally wants to do, so therefore we can put ourselves in positions of building strength like planks and push-ups, which we don't want to do when all the tension is held, because that can just lead to injury. So it's really important to find that mobility first, then we build the stability from there, and then we have those two things supporting each other. And yes, you can do this anywhere, in anything. Tessie's going to sit down on an ottoman because it's not comfortable for everyone to sit on the floor. Gina's going to sit on a cushion. I'm going to have her sit on a cushion on her tush.
And Dusty's just going to chill and observe.
And the energy is all love here. So Gina's going to sit on the floor cross-legged on a cushion. That way her pelvis is in a neutral position, so the natural curves of our back. Tessie, you can separate your feet a little bit. Yeah. So you just want to have a neutral spine. That's the natural curves of our back. Once again, just reminding our bodies what they naturally want to be doing. And the first thing we do is remind ourselves of breath. The breath.
To work on.
we all do. Because the breath is easy to forget about because it's just there all the time. Mm-hmm. It's there all the time, serving us, keeping us alive, allowing us to function. So just tune in. There's no forcing. You're just tuning into your breath. Just be aware of it. You don't have to push anything or manufacture how you breathe. And feel in your body, where do you feel the breath? Is it in just your face and nose and mouth? Do you feel it in your throat? Maybe you feel it in your chest and rib cage. Maybe you feel it in your belly and hips. Maybe you feel it in your back body. And just see if you can start to send breath to other places in your body. Is there any place in your body that needs a little extra loving breath? Where there might be tension, where there just might be an area that you know needs a little extra loving breath. We can often be confronted by our bellies, and yet our life-giving, life-sustaining bellies are one of the most spectacular things about us. So sometimes we have to relearn to breathe in our bellies. So let's focus on that for a moment and just soften in your belly. And let the breath be there. Just reminding yourself of this amazing breath that you have with you all the time, there to serve you. And we're going to start just with some very gentle mobility for the upper body, a place where we hold a lot of tension, especially post-treatment, post-surgery. I know after I had my lumpectomy, I worked a lot on my shoulder mobility, and it was a little scary. So I will say, be careful, listen to your body, listen to the messages it sends you. It's the most intelligent thing about you. Movement is our first language. So if something doesn't feel right, leave it out, change it. Never sacrifice the intuition of the body for the glory of the ego or for fear of not looking right towards someone else. So let's just take the right arm and bring it forward in front of you. Just the right arm forward in front of you. Now see if you can pull your shoulder blade back and then bring your shoulder blade forward. And let that move your spine if it moves your spine. Pull your shoulder blade back and reach it forward. And as you do this, see where you feel movement in that shoulder blade. How much movement in that shoulder blade. And this time bring it back and hold it back. Now we want to connect to our spine to protect our body. So a light lift of the belly. We're not going for a 10 of an abdominal contraction. So lift your pelvic floor, do a Kegel, pull your belly in, just maybe a 3 or 4, and then use your back shoulder to lift your arm up just to where it's comfortable. And then reach it all the way back down. Keep your belly a little bit lifted so you're connected to your spine. Arm comes all the way up and all the way down. As you do this, notice, does your body want to move with it? Does your spine want to lift? Do you want to kind of twist a little bit? Find the intuition as your arm goes up and down. Maybe your arm takes you a little bit this way, little bit of a rotation, and then a little bit back, and feel how natural the movement of the shoulder can be. And then let the arm come back and circle back, and let it take your body back. Let your body follow what the arm is doing, what the shoulder is doing. Feel your chest muscles opening safely to a safe degree. We want mobility and up and around, and then we're going to reverse the circle of the arm, and again let it move your body up and from the back now and bring it forward. Your shoulder wants to do this. It was built to do this kind of rotation. Your arm bone in your shoulder socket moving, lubricating the joint, giving you more flow. Just do one more and then just relax that arm and observe the difference in your two sides. Observe, just notice that. And then we're going on the left side, just start by reaching forward and pause there, and then pull the shoulder blade back. So we're safely mobilizing this joint. Reach it forward. Scapula pulls back, getting all that warmth in the back. And then pull it back. Don't forget that light lift to the belly, your pelvic floor, your little Kegel. Not a 10, it's like a 3 or 4. And then this time, keep it back and then lift the arm up just to the height it wants to go, and then allow it to come down. We're going forward and back. So in multi-planes of movement, our body wants to move. It wants to move in all planes. So right now we're in this frontal plane of movement, up and down. And now let it come back behind you and let it rotate you if you want to rotate. Let it stretch your chest if it wants. Let it be intuitive. Maybe this side is a little stickier or a little freer. Just allow that motion to take you. Listen to the messages your body's sending you. Maybe you want a deeper stretch and a deeper twist. Maybe you want it to be a little less. And after this one, we're going to reverse coming up, working through the body, through this plane. There's a little transverse plane happening too with rotation. And forward. Good. Feel that shoulder blade. Feel all that lubrication in the joint. Your arm moving in the socket of the shoulder. One more. And relax. And just lift the shoulders up and down naturally, intuitively. Just a little mobility. And maybe with your hands on your legs, you want to move your spine a little. Sometimes when we sit in one position, we get a little stiff. Just natural and intuitive. Just gentle. Easy. Feel the flow. Your body naturally wants to flow. It's like liquid. Women are like fluid, liquid, water, energy. You want to tune into that. And then let's just take the right arm up and then use your left hand either on your thigh or on the floor or the chair and just take a gentle side stretch. Just a gentle side stretch. So lateral stretch. We're opening up the side body. Now breathe into the side ribs. Use that left arm to help you support yourself. Breathe into the side ribs. There's muscles in here, intercostal muscles, that open up the rib cage and close the rib cage, and then slowly bring yourself back up. And we'll take the other side. So use the strength of your right arm to help support you. Lift the left arm up. Take that lateral stretch. Notice the difference in your two sides. Spine wants to side bend. It wants to. So we're reminding it that it can. Opening and breathing into these ribs. Breathe into your rib cage. Breathe deep. Opening up. Feel the rib cage expand. And then slowly come back up. And then release the arm. And now we're going to clasp the fingers in front of us. Rotate your palms out. Press. Now, take your arms as high as they want to go. You don't have to push anything. And see if, wherever they are, you can press them up a little. Let your shoulder blades come up. Let your spine stretch. Keep your belly pulling in. Shoulders can come up, spine can stretch, belly pulling in. We're protecting our spine. We're elongating, we're extending. Our spine wants to extend, and it also wants to flex, which we're going to do now. Start to round your spine. Put your hands on the floor or your legs, just round, but keep a little connection, pelvic floor, belly, just a little rounding, and then hands again, lift you back up to a spinal extension, letting the spine extend, letting your ribs open, letting yourself breathe, be intuitive, go as far as you feel safe going, and then one more time we round, round, round. And then you can release your hands, put your hands on the floor, and just breathe into that rounded position. Breathe into your back body, the whole back body. Maybe lean a little, there you go. Good. Good, and then slowly coming on up. And then we are going to find our way onto our backs. So now I have these lovely ladies laying on their backs. Maybe you have your pet near you, giving you some love. That's always workable. And once again, just as a reminder, these movements are specifically designed for what happens to the body post-treatment, post-surgery, and we want to focus on that mobility. Eventually, yes, we build strength. Much of my work is about that as well, hence the name, the Core Expert. But right now, we really want to be loving to our bodies. Remind them what they want to be doing. Remind them how well they can move and how free they can feel. Okay, so I'm going to have these lovely ladies bend their knees, feet flat. And you may decide to have your arms wide open, or they can be in kind of a low V, palms facing down or up, really whatever's natural. Now, here I am going to ask you to engage your belly because it's going to protect your spine, and then lift one knee up at a time and then the other to a tabletop position. Good. And again, you may decide to separate your arms a little bit, and you're just going to gently let the knees go to the right Just feel the lower body, rotate gently, engage the belly to lift them back up, protect your spine, and let them go the other way. There's a gentle sacral massage happening here, but you're using the strength of your body to bring your legs up to the other side. Just let them move. And again, it doesn't have to be your max effort. And you can move them a little quicker if that feels good. Just kind of this side to side motion of the lower body. Let it feel good. Couple of times. And eventually you're going to end up to the right and you're going to lay over onto your right side on your right arm. So when your knees go to the right, go ahead and lay your whole body to the right on your right arm. Bend your right elbow so you're supporting your head. Now with that left arm, what you're going to do is you're going to take this beautiful little wing and open you up, and you can let yourself twist that way with the upper body. And then the straight arm comes back, straight arm back, all the way back, all the way back. And then by bending the elbow joint, we wave and use this back wing to open up the chest and shoulder as far as you want to go. And then straight arm brings you back, back. Feel everything, notice everything. Gradually make the little wave of a wing, arm up. And that arm opens you up. Feel that fluidity in your body. And then arm comes back, up and over. And then this time, you're going to keep the arm straight. And then it's going to come forward and up and around and open you up. And you're going to stay opened up. If you want to bend the elbow, you can. But try to relax the arm on the ground anywhere it goes. If it doesn't, it can go all the way to your lower back. It's going to just stay there for now, though. You're just in this position. And then gently, you'll just let the arm come through and down and rest. And then we're going to do the other side. So gently roll yourself up to your back. And then take the knees, use your belly, protect your spine. Let the knees come to the left. And let that bring your body to the left.
Dusty.
Pet friendly. Okay, so lay on your left arm, cradle your head with your left arm, your right hand's in front. And we start with this little wave motion with the arm. So start the elbow and let that open up your chest and shoulder just to where your body wants to go. Not a max effort. And then straight arm brings you back over. We're working mobility here. And moving through. We want the joints to move through their range of motion, continuing that action. So we want mobility before we hold static stretches. If you have a tight spot in your body, then the arm comes back, continue the movement. The last thing you want to do is just go right into a static stretch. If something's tight, and you pull on it, it's like taking that rope that's tight and it's going to start to fray. So first we mobilize, we get range of motion, then we can hold stretch and come back. And then this last time, use the straight arm to bring you up and back and around. Yes, all the way around. And then you stay in your open chest, spine twist. Yes. And don't forget about that breath. If there's a place that feels tight, direct your breath. I always say direct breath into where there is sensation. So you can actively, intentionally inhale into that place and exhale, look for some release. Inhale into it, exhale, look for some release. Good. And then find your way back onto your back. Just naturally and intuitively come to your back. Lay on your back. And you can bend your knees with your feet flat. You can straighten your legs out, whatever's comfortable. Some people like pillows under their knees. We're going to do a little bit of breath work before relaxation. So soften your knees a little. If you want a pillow under your legs, do either of you want a pillow under your knees?
Good.
You're okay? Okay. Let me actually give you two. Just, you want to feel safe and relaxed. And let's take your right hand on your belly and your left hand on your chest. Right away, tune into the touch of your own hands on your body. Loving touch of your hands on your body. And I want you to check in with your right hand and breathe into your belly. Feel your hand move. Exchange the energy of your belly and your hand. It's all a part of you. So allow your own loving touch to help your belly feel loved and move with that love. Breath. And then check in with your left hand and your chest where your hand landed. And remember that loving touch. And if you want to move your left hand to different places on your chest, to one breast or the other, to your clavicle, to your sternum, the bony plate, anywhere where it feels like you want to offer some love, breathe into the hand. Exchange that energy with the hand in your own body. And this one beautiful being that you are, all connected with your breath, your touch, your hands, your chest, your belly, your spine, all of you in this one beautiful piece. Allow all that energy to exchange with itself. Hands on the body, breath into the hands. And then you can keep your hands here, or you can allow them to come down to your sides just for a few more moments of breath. And once again, check in with how your body feels. And if there's anywhere in your body that needs a little extra loving breath, go ahead and bring that there. And see if you can feel the backs of your shoulders and send some breath up to the backs of your shoulders. And with that breath in the backs of your shoulders, keeping yourself very, very fluid, you're just going to make little snow angel arms. So you're going to use your shoulder blades and snow angel. It's okay if you touch your neighbor. In fact, that's really nice. And snow angel back down. Feel all that mobility you created in your shoulders, the opening of your chest, the opening of your heart, the breath in your body, arms all the way up. And bring them back down. And then gently, gently, gently bring your knees towards your chest, easy. You don't have to shove them into you. You can hold your kneecaps and make little circles like you're stirring a pot. Feel that sacrum on the mat. Feel all that fluid movement in your beautiful body that it wants to do. You can go both directions. Allowing this little session here to be about being good to yourself. We're being good to ourselves. To do this gentle, loving type of movement in a world where we want to push and work, and where we do push and work, take this time and notice how you feel. And then slowly, I'm going to ask these beauties to bring themselves carefully up, nice and slow, moving slowly and intuitively any way you want, and finding your way to a seat. Maybe taking your hands together, rubbing your hands together. We're going to rub our hands together, create some heat. I want you to take that heat right onto your chest, hands on your chest, wherever they land. Just feel that heat, feel it in your heart, feel it in your chest, feel all that beautiful heat. Yep, exactly. And let's just take a moment of gratitude and bring our palms together. Well, gratitude for this body, this breath. And touch your palms to your forehead for the quality of our thoughts. Touch your palms to your mouth for the quality of our words. And to your heart for the quality of our actions. We want to shine all that light and love through what we think, what we say, and what we do. And I hope you feel wonderful.
That's great.
And I'm here always for questions, comments, and such.